Good morning. Good night last night there at that little campground place. That worked out just fine. Can't remember if I mentioned, but the pricing was like 400 for an entrance fee, and it was 1,000 yen for setting up a tent to camp. So that was good. That worked out all right. Nice and quiet place. Today we're doing around 35 kilometers, I think, passing through the big city of Oita, and then into the big city of Beppu, where all the hot springs are at. Got a nice hotel booked already. Planning on taking a 00 just to relax and chill and do some touristy stuff. And we'll see that coming up later, though. This is the little town of Inukai. Just crossed under the expressway into town. There's the main route across the way there on the other side of the river. I'm taking the scenic little side road here. And the train line is off my left. I passed a train station a little bit ago, and all the high school kids were getting ready to go to school, and they all had different uniforms on. And I was thinking it's kind of early still too, because it's like 6:45, but they all must be catching the train to go into the city to go to their respective schools this morning. It's a little bit of a ways away. We're still a bit far from the heart of Oita City, but there's an interesting representation. I wonder if it's supposed to depict the first Christian Portuguese that made it to Japan. Lots of bamboo. Not much traffic on this little back road, fortunately, but whenever a car does go by, they kind of zip past just a little too fast. Sweet, we got a sidewalk just started right as traffic was starting to pick up a little heavier on this narrow back road. Just a short tunnel this one is. I can see way off in the distance some of the township of Oita, and the McDonald's Golden Arch is up in the distance. That's kind of funny. It's that time for a little sit-down break. I'll have some second breakfast here with some of my remaining snacks. I got my tent drying out, just a little bit of condensation to figure out. We'll be here for 20 minutes and then back on the road. Starting to get into the southern outskirts of Oita. Things are getting busier. Sign says 24 kilometers to Beppu, but I think according to my math, to the hotel, it should be sub 20 by now. It's gonna be a warm one today. I think the high is gonna be around 26. Not very hot, but you got the sun intensity, it just makes it very warm. Well, definitely looks like we're getting into the city now. Oita's a big city. I'm at that point where it's only like 10:15. I'm walking past all these closed restaurants because most places don't open till lunch at 11. I'm starting to get hungry. I did find a Joyful restaurant. I've seen those around, but haven't dropped into one yet. A little bit further up, and this one's open 24/7. So I think we'll drop in there for an early lunch. See, this is what I'm talking about making me hungry. It's one of those conveyor belt sushi places where you pay by the plate, and they open at 11. I'll have to hit one of these guys up next time. There's the Joyful restaurant. Let's see what we can find here to eat. Well, that lunch definitely hit the spot. That was really good. I got the unagi set. The cooked eel is really tasty. One of my favorites. I love it. Next stop in, though, I think is going to be about 7.5 kilometers down the road is another Michino Eki. So I think that'll make a great place to take another break. We'll see what we can get maybe for some more snacks there. I like zigzagging and finding my way through the little side streets. There's a school over there, and everybody's out on the balcony watching down the center courtyard. Sounds like a band is practicing. Back along the coast. I can get a little bit of a better view if I can get across 6 lanes of traffic. 1 kilometer to the Michino Eki, Tano Urara. And there's a pedestrian overpass coming up. So I'll go up there for the views, but I'm not going to cross over because I don't want to be stuck on the bay side because the Michino Eki is on this side of the street. Up on top of the walkway now. First taking a look back behind at Oita. There's a lot of industrial looking stuff, like a big port. And here's looking ahead into Beppu. Michino Eki Tanorara. Big building here. Looks like room for lots of cars. It's probably a busy little place. I don't think I'm looking for much food-wise, except for maybe a snack. I can probably get some ice cream here, so I'll probably do that. Well, this rest area's been nice just to relax in. Got a little bathroom break in. I don't think I'm gonna get anything for food, but there's like, I didn't really poke my head into the, where the restaurant is or whatever, but I think you can get like a ramen and stuff here. There's ice cream, but at the vending machine, I just got a little ice, chocolatey something drink, so I'm gonna have this here. Nice little chill spaces inside and out, so after a little break here, we'll be back on the road. All done at the rest stop. Time to knock out the last stretch of the day. Got about 6.5 more kilometers left till we're done and get to the hotel. Found another pedestrian crossover, so I might as well. Looks like a little beach and an island park on this side. Have to wander around here for a little bit, I think. This looks kind of cool. It's a really cool little beach chill park area. I'm gonna cross the bridge over to this little park island. Not many people out. There's a children's play area over there in the shape of an old ship, and if I have my history correct, it was the Portuguese were the first Westerners to make it to the Japanese islands, and they kind of explored and interacted with Japanese around in this southern area. And I think that was in the 1540s, if my history serves me correctly. So I think that's what that ship kind of represents, Portuguese trade ship. And I think the shape of this building over here also is supposed to represent kind of the Christian missionary aspect of the influence that came over to the Japanese islands, introducing Christianity. Passing by the aquarium, Umi Tamago. Almost up to Beppu. Beppu is famous because it is perhaps the most geothermally active city in all of Japan. World famous for hot springs. The whole city is hot springs. And that's why I'm at 00 here. And enjoy bathing. Almost to the hotel. I think it's that tall brown building. I think that's where I'm staying. And we're all set. I finally take a load off the feet. I'm at the Kame-Noi Hotel. This place is pretty nice. Usually the average price is around $160, $170 a night for a room, but again, as usual, everything is like heavily discounted for some reason. It's off season, so I think I got this place for less than $100 a night. And I was trying to find the balance. There's cheap places around in town that were like $30 a night, but they were not good looking places, and they didn't have the amenities that this place has. They didn't have the hot springs right at the hotel and that kind of stuff. So this place has restaurants, this place has full breakfast buffets, Full awesome onsen bathing. So this is going to be pretty sweet. I'm going to be chilling here for a 00, and I got a great view out the window, so I'll pan the camera around and we'll see what we got just as far as the room goes. Coming in the front entrance, pretty simple as far as the rooms go. Got 2 beds, a nice little bathroom, and they got me up on the upper floor. Great little view of the city. You can see out to the bay. I think that's the main Beppu station is down there. I think that's the main station. We're close to it anyway. Well, how do I look? I got the yukata on and everything. When you're staying at a little hot springs hotel resort place, you gotta look the part. But I was kind of feeling like I got so much I need to take care of, and I want to do everything at once, but I need to like just slow myself down a little bit. But I have already jumped in a hot and long shower. They got laundry services down on the 3rd floor, so I threw my laundry in, so I've got everything in the wash, which is nice, because you can just wear the little provided yukata robes, so I'm good there. I think I'm just going to wait until laundry is done, so give that another hour or so to get through the wash and dry cycle. And then it'll be dinner time. I'll probably just do dinner here in one of the restaurants. We'll see what that looks like. Should be really nice. And then after, I'm going to be dead tired because it's going to be my bedtime, but I do want to definitely jump in the onsen here in the hotel. Soak in the bath. I wish I could film in there, but everyone's going to be naked, of course, so you won't get to see that part. However, if you have no idea what that experience is like, go on YouTube and look for like how to bathe at a Japanese onsen, and you'll see what the step-by-step procedures for that is like, and that's what I'm going to experience here after dinner. So that's it for now. I'll just check back once dinner is next. Okay, laundry is all done. It's good to get all as many chores knocked out as possible as soon as you get to a town. I'm already feeling tired. The sun has already gone down. It's around 7 o'clock. It is dinner time. I'm going to go down to their main restaurant. There's several restaurant options here in the hotel, but I'm going to go to their main Japanese one, and we'll see what kind of good food we can get for dinner. For dinner, I'm starting out with a local specialty of the chicken tempura. Dinner was really good. Tempura chicken. It was kind of like chicken nuggets, a simple dish, but really, really, really good chicken nuggets. I've had a couple of beers as well, so now that I'm slightly drunk, it is time to go pass out in an onsen in the hot springs. I shall report back into how awesome the experience was. Yeah, that was awesome. Fresh from the bath, that was perfect. There was like 10 people in there when I showed up, but everybody was kind of in the phase of leaving, so I almost had the whole place to myself. I think there was one other guy, but we were kind of swapping back and forth. There was 2 bathing areas. There was an indoor larger pool, and then there was an outdoor smaller one. The indoor area was, I think, the best because it had the hottest water. It was kind of like the perfect hot temperature where it wasn't too bad. And then the outdoor one was a good bit colder. It would have been nice to hang out in the outdoor one, but it just wasn't warm enough. But that was it. That's awesome. I feel great. I'm going straight to bed. So thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. Had a good night's sleep last night. This place is treating me well so far. But if you look closely in that first shot I did of up in the hills here in Beppu, you'll notice a bunch of steam rising at various spots, and that is where the 7 hills are at, major tourist attraction. There's 7 different types of volcanic activity related areas, not the kind of stuff you're going to go bathing in, the kind of stuff that's way too hot. Think more along the lines of Yellowstone type of volcanic activity. Different type of stuff from geysers to boiling mud pits and that kind of thing. So a lot of people come here and do the little 7 hills tour. And we'll accomplish that for today. That's going to be the big ticket item, but there is cloudy, chance of rain for a couple hours this morning, so I think I'm going to wait, start out with a nice buffet breakfast, and then see what the weather does. I don't want to have to carry an umbrella around all day. Once that starts clearing up a little, then we'll head out, go do the hill tour, and get lunch and stuff like that while we're out on the town. So that's the plan for today. That breakfast was really good. It was huge, all kinds of stuff. It was almost like the whole hotel got down there at the exact same time, right when they opened, and so it was just kind of crowded, kind of a mad scramble to get things, but there was tons of stuff, fish items and veggie items and drink items and coffee and all kinds of stuff, so you can go round after round after round. Oh, definitely full, but we got light rain in the forecast still for the next hour. It's currently sprinkling outside, so I'm just gonna wait. We got all day, we're chilling, we're just fine. It'll clear up by noon. It's supposed to be sunny, so I'm just gonna hang out and work on videos. I didn't get all of yesterday edited and done just because it was so late in the day with everything enjoying the hot springs bath, so I'll work on that, and then I'll just check back once we're heading out from the train station. We'll catch a bus, and we got to get up to where the 7 Hells are at because they're on the other side of town, up in the foothills there. I think the weather's good. I think it stopped raining. Clouds are definitely thinning. Time to head over down to the Beppu main train station just there. A little bit of a walk, or catch a bus, across town, get up into the foothills to the 7 Hells. Oh, we made it across town. We were into the first place. I got the full access pass. You can buy them individually for 500 yen to visit each site, or I think it was 2,400 for all 7. So definitely a discount if you get the full ticket to go see everything, which you might as well do. The first one here is the Umijigoku, the Sea Hell. Let's see what that looks like just around the corner here. The Umijigoku, because of its blue color, it's steaming up good. Up from the Umijigoku, I'm going to wander up here a little bit on the red torii gates. And we even got the collector's stamp book, so might as well. The red pond. To the second hell. This one is the Oni Ishi Bozu Jigoku. It's got these boiling mud pits. I think this is the best pool. It's a little more viscous, a little more bubbly. 2 hells down, break time for a little snack. The first 2 hells were right next to each other. We got the next group of 3, Kamado, Oniyama, and Shiraike. Just a short walk away. And then the last 2 are a little bit of a distance, off isolated by themselves. There's the next one, Kamado Jigoku. Starting out with some more mud pits. I like the color of this little pond. Another large, big, bluish pond. You can smell that rotten egg sulfuric smell, but it's really not that pungent or anything. Next we're at the Oniyama Jigoku. Oh, this pool's steaming up so much you can barely see it. The main attraction for this place are these guys. I think there's alligators and crocodiles, maybe some caiman, a bunch of different species from all over the world it looks like. A little overlook of all the gator cages. Next we're at the Shiraike Jigoku. Looks like there's a bit of an aquarium exhibit in this place too. Piranha. So that's it for the ones up in this area. We've done the 5 hells up here. Now it's a little bit of a walk to get down to the last 2 down in this area. It's about 2.5 kilometers away. I think I might just walk it and look for lunch on the way. The route to the next 2 hells is well marked, these little red signs. I'm having more fun opportunities to practice my Japanese. There was some road construction with a section of road closed, and the flagger guy was chatting with me, giving me instructions on how to get around everything and taking kind of an alternate way to get to the last 2 hells that I'm aiming for. And I'm following along really good. Okay, we made it. Next up is Chinoike Jigoku, the Blood Pond Hell. The water itself looks clear, it's just got this reddish clay at the bottom. And it looks like there's a little restaurant here right next door to that one, so I think this is where I'm gonna get food. Well, lunch was really good. Had another local specialty of the chicken tempura. Last up, right around the corner, is the Tatsumaki Jigoku. This one's a geyser. I was gonna save this one for last. The geyser erupts every 30 to 40 minutes. Lasts about 6 to 10 minutes. Just gotta wait a bit for it to go off. Right up here against these little rocks. And that was it. That was a good one. I think we got the full 10-minute eruption. That one lasted a long time. There's a bus pickup station, bus stop right here. So we'll grab this and head back to the main Beppu train station. Okay, back in the hotel. That was a fun way to spend the day. I have done the Hell tour before, some 13 to 15 years ago. It's been a while, but it was fun to run through that again. That's kind of the touristy thing to do when you're in Beppu. It's pretty cool seeing all that stuff. It's warm outside. It was hot sitting in the sun. I think it's about 25 degrees or so, where it's like really warm, but not overly hot, but you get that sun intensity. But I feel like I need to take a cold shower now, cool off, take a nap, stuff like that. On the way, when the bus stopped at Beppu Station, I just stopped into a little store and got some drinks, and I was feeling something sweet, so I got a bag of assorted donuts. It tied me over until dinner time, so I think I'm just going to be doing nothing for the next couple of hours and relaxing until dinner. I'll check back in later. I think it's already come up on like 7:30, so it's definitely time to go down and find some dinner from the restaurant. I'll find something good again. I've been busying myself with looking at planning, trying to figure out what the next week is going to look like. It's a little more difficult than it was the last week coming up to here. Trying to find campgrounds and cheap hotels and stuff like that, so I'm still kind of figuring out the plot of the route, but we'll work on all the rest of that tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a big planning day. Anyway, dinner for now. Well, that was a really good dinner. I had the sashimi dinner, and it was awesome. It's a little light, but it was really, really good. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go bathe in the onsen and go to bed after. So that is it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.